So many good views in the Shenandoah. And there goes my trekking pole. Oh, almost lost it off a cliff. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so Mom left this morning. Dropped me off back in the Shenandoah, about 80 miles from Front Royal. And I've gone about 12 or 13. Got a pretty late start today. It was our last day in town, so we hung out a bit this morning. So I got on trail around noon, which is later than I'd like, but, you know, nice getting that last day. So, yeah, like I said, 80 miles from Front Royal. Just past the 900 mile mark a little while ago. That felt pretty fabulous. 100 more miles. 100 more miles. And I will be at the 1,000 mile marker. So after Front Royal, it'll be like a day after Front Royal. I'll be there. And then after that, it's only, after Front Royal, after the 1,000 mile mark, I think it's only 40 or 50 miles to Harper's Ferry, which is the unofficial halfway point. I'm super excited for it because of the half-gallon challenge, which may make me hate ice cream, but worth it. And then a week after that, I'll actually be halfway. So, I mean, my goal is to do, with the trip in about 5 months. And, with the extra zeros and the injuries and all that garbage, I'm going to be about a week and a half behind. But I'm hoping that the second half of the trip I'll be able to hike a lot faster. So, obviously I know there are some states where you have to hike slower, but if I can start hitting those consistent, 20s, I think that'll really help me out. So, wish me luck. So, I'm the worst at taking videos when I actually stop and do stuff, but me and a bunch of folks, Baja and Roundup and Dropsticks and Pusher and a bunch of other folks, all stopped at this wayside in the Shenandoah. It was really cool little, basically they're little campgrounds, and they have little places to buy snacks and stuff, mostly for people driving through, but the thru hikers swarm it, of course. And I made a little sandwich from my food bag, and then I had 3 ice creams, so that was nice. But yeah, I always mean to record this stuff, and sometimes it's just hard to remember because you're in the moment doing your thing, and then you're walking along and you're like, wow, that would have made great footage for this vlog. So sorry guys, I'll be better about that. On another note, discussing my solo hiking. It's hard. I really love solo hiking. I have so much freedom I feel like I wouldn't have if I was hiking with a group. And a bunch of the people around me right now are people I've been hiking around for hundreds of miles, and kind of tempted just to jump into a group and relax a little. But a lot of the groups that are around me right now, awesome people, going at a good pace. But I kind of want to find a group that pushes me just a little. It's a little hard to keep up with them. And, there are 3 groups right now that are kind of orbiting me, and that I know, people I know that I could join. And part of me wants to, and part of me is slow down and enjoy it more. But, today, Roundup in Baja, they hiked 13 miles, and they're like, oh, we're going to stay at this wayside. And I'm like, this is not enough for me, sitting around eating and drinking sounds fun, but don't feel like it. Excuse me. I don't feel like I've really earned that yet today. So, I was originally going to do a 24 to 2 shelters down from where I was last night, and honestly, wow, I'm tripping everywhere. And honestly, I might stop at a campground now. There is a group of some folks who are doing a 20, and I'm like, I could maybe stop there because it's supposed to rain hard tonight, and there's supposed to be a big party at this campground, a ranger told us. So I'm like, maybe I'll do that. A note on where I'm going and what I'm doing. I am probably halfway through the Shenandoahs at this point. So the first 2 days I was hiking and then getting picked up by my mom. So I was just bringing my pack along and basically getting picked up, which was nice. And then so I was probably 30 miles into the Shenandoahs before I started just doing my regular thing again. So yesterday I did only 15, stayed at a shelter, that was nice. And today the original goal was 24 to Rock Hut shelter or something like that. They all blend. All the names blend of the shelters. But yeah, I think I'm willing to stop a little short of that and do a 20 if I can get a good camping spot. So we'll just have to see. I think I should be in Front Royal Wednesday, middle of the day, Wednesday, end of the day, depending on what I do today and tomorrow. Maybe even Thursday morning if I slow down and join a group. But then it'll be another 2 or 3 days to Harper's Ferry, which is the unofficial halfway for the AT. I don't remember if it's 40 or 60 miles from Front Royal, but I'm so blown away. And we just passed 900. 1,000's coming up fast. And then the unofficial halfway point. So it's kind of like when we got to Damascus, we hit all those things all at once. We hit Damascus, the 1/4 mark, the 500 mark, all this exciting stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna climb this hill. Guys, it's a bunny. I found a bunny. No, he's gone, damn it. Baby bunny, run away. Run away. We're gonna get a cute video. We're so close to this bun. Oh my gosh, buddy. Bye, bun. Oh man. These bunnies are not afraid of me. I'm like 5 feet from this bunny. No, don't go away. Come back. I'm not gonna follow you. I'll scare you. Sometimes in the Smokies, or the Shenandoahs, wherever we are, there's the trail, and then there's the overlook for the cars. And sometimes you need to go to the overlook for the cars, because some of them, are super amazing. Oh, my shoes are really wet now. I didn't plan this out very well. I should have walked on that wall. That would have been dope. So I figured I'd walk 1/10 of a mile, and I'd see this. Oh, wow. I see this view. So worth it. Oh my god. So, you got, the mountains and stuff, but you have this absolute ocean of clouds just like down in the valleys. Wow. This looks so much cooler in person. It looks so terrible on camera. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this is one of the unfortunate things about the Shenandoahs. While they are amazing, a lot of the very best views are on the road and not on the trail. Honestly, on the trail, you're pretty much constantly in the green tunnel, so you really miss out on a ton of these amazing views. So, really, if I get to a road crossing and I can see a road overlook, I normally just walk to it now because some of the views are just absolutely stunning. So, some of the overlooks we get from the top of the mountains are still really great, but the road overlooks here are insane. I'm going to try to cross and not get hit by a car. That would be ideal. Yeah, so I ended up, yesterday I left camp and I kind of had a bit of a dilemma. I could do a 14 mile or a 28 mile to a shelter. Those were my two options. And I was really displeased with both of those, honestly. I felt really weak and sore and tired yesterday. And I was just like, I can't do 28. On a good day, I think I could, but yesterday was not a good day. At least it didn't start off a good day. So I ended up saying, hey, I'm going to go to the 14 and a half mile shelter and just see how I feel. So I ended up making it there in really, not great time. I made it there in okay time. And then I saw on Guthook that there was a wayside, which are these little food places in the Shenandoahs where we've been stopping for beer and food and stuff. And that's perfect. So I was like, man, maybe I'll make it there and get some food. So I was hustling there. And I thought they closed at 6, and it was a little after 6, and I was like, damn, I missed it. But I was like, oh, I'll hustle along. Maybe they changed the hours for because they're in season. I got there at 6:50, and they were still open. And I got a burger, onion rings, and a blackberry milkshake. Oh my gosh, this, I'm telling you, it was probably like McDonald's level food. Oh my gosh, it was like the best meal I've ever had. I was just so exhausted, and it was so good. So good. I also picked up some snacks for today. I kind of went light on food for this week because I feel like I've been overpacking. And sometimes at the end of the day or mid-afternoon, I don't want almonds. I want like a honey bun or a candy bar. I know that's terrible, but sometimes that's what your body wants. So yeah, I ended up doing about 24 yesterday, which, oh, I'm gonna stop for a second, which was much better than the 28. I got into camp. I literally basically like stayed in the woods and just cleared out a spot. So I mean, I'm in a hammock, so it's not too bad, but it was not easy. And of course, this morning, about a mile up, I found 2 awesome stealth campsites, and I was like, darn. But yesterday goes to show, even if you start off, I mean, mentally I was feeling a little bleh, and physically I was feeling bleh. But as the day went on, I got going, and I will say, all week, the Shenandoahs have been threatening rain, and I have gotten drizzled on once or twice, but I mean, it's been like a gray-blue mix, and that's awesome. So I haven't really gotten rained on. I should be hiking 20 miles into Front Royal tonight, and in the case that I do hike 20 miles into Front Royal, which I'm going to, I will hopefully be staying at a hostel, which provides dinner and a shuttle into town. So that way tomorrow morning, I'll be able to go into town, get some more food, and be on my merry way. Harper's Ferry, here I come. Okay, so I have to make a video about this. Today, I'm slackpacking. Now, before everyone says something, I know I've been the one who has been ranting and raving about how against slackpacking I am for literally 1,000 miles. I'm at like mile 990 by the end of the day today. And it is true. I'm very against slackpacking. And I'm about an hour into my first slackpack, and I think it'll be the one and only time I do it on this trail. I got to the Mountain Homes Hospital last night in Front Royal, and I honestly, I've been feeling good. I've been putting out good mileage, but my feet have been so achy. You know, my Achilles and those big tendons in my shins. I've just been having like some achiness, and I've been making such good progress. I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to take a zero to let my body rest. So I said, you want to know what? I'm going to try slackpacking one time. Low Gear was already slackpacking, so they already had one other person doing it. And I said, I'm going to try it for one day and see how it goes. I don't love the whole, it's about a 19.5 mile stretch. I'm doing it southbound. My pack is basically empty. So, not 100% how I wanted to be doing things. I think that if I do it the one day, and I'm very clear to quantify, you know, I did it the one time, I did this number of miles, you know, I'm just gonna be totally open about it. I think the one situation where slackpacking is okay is in the case of injury. You want to keep your hike moving. I think everyone's going to have their own definition. I still personally think I'm pretty much against slackpacking. And like I said, I think this is the one time I'm going to be doing it. But I'm giving it a try. I can say I did it one day. But we'll see how I feel at the end of the day. I'll update y'all later. And for context, I was in the Shenandoahs for a couple days. It was, I guess, 5 days total. It was 2 days of hiking with Mom, and then 3 days of solo hiking. 4 days? 3 days? 4 days? It's 4 days of solo hiking in the Shenandoah. So, yeah, I'm doing 19 today, back to Front Royal, and then I'll get dropped off just 10 miles shy of the 1,000 mile marker. If I had to name today, it would be the day of the tortoise and the hare. Boop. Hello. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry. Bye-bye. Oh yes, even on the Appalachian Trail, you can't avoid waiting on trains. Like literally, I have to cross through here, so I just have to wait. This is kind of hilarious. Oh, well, Look at the timing. I do love these pastures, especially on beautiful days like this. It's supposed to be overcast all day, and instead, it's beautiful. So, I should be back at the hostel by about 2 or 3, I think. Hopefully I'll be able to give my feet a good rolling out and shower, laundry, take care of everything, and then take a nice, slower pace, maybe 2:18s to Harper's Ferry. What is up, guys? This is Promo coming at you from northern Virginia. I'm just a few miles from the West Virginia border and state line, whatever you want to call it. And I'm in the roller coaster. It's not so bad, but I just got to the top of the hill. Well, most of the way up the hill. And weirdest thing. So I feel like I've seen vloggers talk about this, and it weirds me out. But people are always like, "Oh yeah, when you see the day hikers, you can like smell them." And I'm like, that's weird. That's still not a real thing. And these hikers just walked past me, and they smelled so pungent. Day hikers, they literally just smelled like I could smell the perfume from legit 10 feet away. It was crazy. But yeah, so I'm doing the roller coaster today. I'm doing 21 miles today, which includes the 15 miles of the roller coaster. And then tomorrow I'm going to be in Harper's Ferry early in the day, and I'm going to try to take the Amtrak train into Washington D.C. to see one of my good buddies. So come along, let's continue this climb. Oh, such an exciting day. Not only did I cross the 1,000-mile mark, 1,000 miles of hiking on this trip. That's crazy. But I just crossed the border into West Virginia after 500 miles. I made it through Virginia, and you want to know what? Didn't really get the Virginia blues. I guess I had a couple days where I felt really good about it. Honestly, today's the only day I've been feeling a little blue on trail. So if I had one day of Virginia blues in all of Virginia, I think that's pretty good. Potomac River. Walking into Harper's Ferry at long last. And I'm gonna make my train, thank God. This is Will.
Red Bear.
My Red Bear?
Drink it, it's beer.
My childhood friend. Alright, well, I'm taking another video.
What's up, YouTube? This is DJ Sweet and Sour Sauce here with another vlog. Coming at you. Do you want me to take a video?
Oh yeah, you can take a video. I'm just lying on the ground because we ate a bunch of food and I don't want to carry my pack right now, so now you're so far away. Bye. We are walking past the World War II monument. I wish it wasn't so dark. Everything's kind of staticky from the high ISO, but yeah, we've been chilling around DC. I just tried the greatest beer of all time, called Pirate Bomb. Will's trying to help me record, but I snatched the camera away from him.